Hey everybody, welcome back to the next video. Car's been taken apart now for a while. September of last year, the alternator, voltage regulator in the alternator was cooked, and that ended up ruining two of my gauges in the vehicle, the Innovate gauges. So I'm still working with that to get those functional again, but otherwise the alternator is now switched, and I did a few things as well, make it a lot more comfortable to drive and be in, including the air conditioning. That's a big one. So the air conditioning never has worked since I put the motor in, and I double checked with the factory ECU and it works with that. So the system is okay, it's got pressure. Ended up being a computer problem with the Miata computer, the ME442. It was simple as choosing a different low side pin for that switch. Once I clicked on the right pin for it, it all worked fine, everything's great. The air filter had a pipe coming out of the, behind the front bumper for the air filter. So what I ended up doing was removing the intake pipes completely. This came off the turbo. This went over behind the bump. But if you look right here, the alternator actually would sit on the pipe. Like I said, so I removed all that, put in K&N filter directly on the compressor side of the housing for the intake, and it fits perfect. Beyond that, we got the trunk put back together. The battery's all good there. I'll show you guys that in a minute. Got the new alternator in down there. That's brand new. And to prevent this from happening again, I've got it's like a 6-inch fiberglass heat blanket right here, and that's just to help prevent some of the heat getting just put onto the alternator from that. Additionally, I put in this 2-inch hose here, and that goes up into there, over kind of next to the radiator down there, and then kind of goes up, wiggles by the frame right into the alternator. Hard to see, but kind of right over here. And the alternator actually has a cooling shroud on it, so it goes directly into that, so it gets fresh air while you're driving. Also, the horns stopped working. Ended up being, I tested the relay, ended up being a bad relay. But in doing so, I decided to get new horns. If y'all want, I think I may have done a video on the oil filter relocation. But if you want more information there, just let me know. So got it all back together. All the plastics are in now. And the battery actually is back here. Power wire goes up here behind the plastics, and then up through the frame, and then in the actual vehicle over to the starter. So take off the side cover here. Battery is right back here. It's a NOCO. The thing weighs like 3 pounds. It's wonderful. I've got the tender plugged into it, the NOCO charger, and the circuit breaker right here. You flip this up, car has power. Push that in, car does not have power. And like I mentioned before with the alternator cooler, so we have the pipe there hanging out. You're gonna ask where that goes. So it actually goes to this little intake duct I made. Designed it on Tinkercad, and a good buddy of mine actually helped print it and make it all a reality. This little opening, it's the appearance package lip, and in the opening there, I made it so it just slides directly on there. Has enough pressure where it actually holds itself, and the pipe will go on there and hold it too. And from the front, it just has just a little hole there, and that's where the pipe will go. Now, bear with me, this is not the final rendition, not the final version, that's why it's so ugly and cut up. So as you see, the back's all cut into, and obviously has a hole there. That is to give clearance to the intercooler, because once this goes on there, with the bumper on, it would push back into the intercooler and not have enough clearance for the bumper to sit down. So making one more, that one should be small enough to fit in there properly, and we'll have a proper version of an alternator cooler.